The United States did not in 2014 demand that Ukraine come in to NATO. In fact, it had been dropped really since 2008. All the Ukrainians wanted was to be out from under the thumb of Russian corruption. That's why they wanted the association with the European Union. Look, Russia is a corrupt mafia intelligence-led state headed by Vladimir Putin. It's not the way you can deal in the modern world. So you just have to sort of pull up your socks and say, look, I know it's unreasonable. You can't believe a free country can mobilize its opinion and stand up against a juggernaut like the Red Army. Well, they've done it, and they're going to continue to do it. That's what my prediction is.
Okay.
But
in your analogy, Hitler has nukes.
Pull out the support for Ukraine, and we can't.
In your analogy, General, Hitler has nukes, and Stalin has no choice but to surrender.
I'm not going to deal in analogies like that.
It would take the Western allies to intervene. It would take the Western allies to directly intervene, and we can't.
Scott, I know, for example, I actually, there's a friend of mine who's a Ukrainian soldier, Vladimchenko, who arrested me for being a Russian spy, rather comically, on day 2 of the big war. And I saw him very recently, and he's still fighting for Ukraine, as are all his friends. And he has, now let's be clear about this. In 2022, the Russians invade and they take a fifth of Ukraine, and they've got still a fifth, and they've got a little bit more, but not much more. So why aren't they in Kyiv? Why is the Ukrainian army fighting so strong? Why can you answer that question? Why has the Ukrainian army managed to stop the Russian army from taking the capital? Is it because they believe in what they're fighting for? Is it because they believe in liberty?
Sure.
And someone like you, sir, you're like Lord Haw-Haw, broadcasting as if you're from Nazi-occupied Berlin.
Come on. You're like George W. Bush saying we can't cut and run now or our boys will have died in vain, so we have to stay in the war. That's what you're like.
I don't know, but there are ordinary Ukrainian soldiers are fighting for their country and their idea of freedom.
Ordinary Iraqis were fighting with Americans for their faction against the other side.
No,
we can't leave now.
You're not listening to me. I mean, I don't know whether there's a... Listen, mate, I don't know whether there's a KGB guy underneath your table holding your balls.
Oh, give me a break. Like that's really all you got.
No. Oh, really? Oh, so I can tell you, for Russian people,